Όσο πιο πολύ το ακούς, τόσο πιο πολύ σου αρέσει. LA Greek Hebrew Radio.
If you could do anything on the radio, Dimitri, what would you do?
The best show on earth.
Okay, let's do that then.
So what are we going to name the show?
The best show on earth.
With Dimitri York.
And Francis Cronin.
Nice.
Join us every Friday.
From 10:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Cut the BS, כל יום שני ב-12 בצהריים עם רועי אברג'י.
אתם מאזינים לרדיו ישראלי יווני בלוס אנג'לס.
Συντονιστείτε στον ελληνοεβραϊκό ραδιοφωνικό σταθμό του Λος Άντζελες στο www.lahhradio.com πατώντας Listen Live και στη σελίδα μας στο Facebook. Tune in to LA Greek Hebrew Radio on www.lahhradio.com by clicking Listen Live and our Facebook page. Tune in to LA Greek Hebrew Radio on www.lahhradio.com by clicking Listen Live and our Facebook page.
Art Direction show with Vassilia.
I could pretend I didn't need you, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you keep me coming for you.
Land in Miami, the air was soft from summer rain, sweat dripping off me before I even knew her name. La la la. It felt like ooh la la la. Yeah, no. Sapphire moonlight, we danced for hours in the sand, tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands, la la la. It felt like ooh la la la, yeah.
I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave you, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me.
Ooh, we have a señorita with us today, the amazing Caitlin Kuhwald again. Kuhwald. Oh my, she told me before and I again forgot. Welcome everybody. Welcome to LA Greek Hebrew Radio, Art Direction show. My name is Vassilia and I'm so super excited today that I have with me Caitlin. Welcome to LA Greek Hebrew Radio.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You're so beautiful, a beautiful señorita. The song is for you, of course.
Thank you.
It's amazing, guys, because it's a different, this time, it's going to be a different interview and different podcasting show. Today, we're illustrating. Why? Because we have an amazing artist with us, Caitlin. We have always artists every week. But this time, I think it's my first interview, Caitlin, that she's not a musician or an actor, actress, being in the, have you ever been in the film?
No.
Music stuff?
No.
I mean, maybe you have a connection while you're painting. You're not listening to music?
I do, though I actually listen to a lot of podcasts.
Oh, you see? Wow. How are you feeling today, Caitlin?
Oh,
Welcome
very
one
good.
more time.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
And we have a lot of Greek Americans that are listening to us, Jewish, Israeli. Hello, guys. Shalom, Israel. How are you there? How are you, Europe? It's so beautiful that we have you with us. It's so beautiful that today you will meet Caitlin, her career, her art. She's going to tell us about what she did before, what she's doing right now, what she will do after. Wow, it's going to be a long, beautiful, beautiful podcasting show. We can't wait for your messages. Share our show on YouTube, podcasting, Facebook as well. Share it, comment if you have any questions for Caitlin as well. For our show, if you want to say anything, just say hi. We are here with you to support Allegri Hebrew Radio. It's so, so beautiful. Wow. All right, Caitlin, now it's your time. Tell us a little bit about what are you doing? I mean, we know, and we guys, before Caitlin, now Caitlin will talk a little bit about what she's doing. So for you to learn more about Caitlin, where you can find her art as well. But I also posted in the description from YouTube and Facebook as well, her website and her Facebook fan page, her Instagram and Twitter as well. What do you love more?
Of all of those?
Yeah.
Probably Instagram, because it's pictures, and I'm hardly on Facebook anymore. No, I love Instagram.
Yeah, I think Instagram is more because it's more for pictures, but I think people will see more what picture you're doing. You're not posting anything or commenting and stuff, like putting an opinion. It's mostly images.
Yeah, though I do use Twitter just like Instagram. All
Oh,
I do is
yeah?
post pictures.
Oh, wow. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. We have some messages here. Yossi, hello, Yossi. Shalom, how are you? Panos Christoforu from San Francisco. Lots of kisses San Francisco as well. Dorit and Ezra, Kalimera. Kalimera means good morning in Greek.
Morning.
Gabriel Liat, our connection.
Oh, hello.
Liad was the one who connected us. Liad came to me and she said, I have this beautiful lady. You should do a show with yours. Thank you so much, Liad. We appreciate it. Liad is our Hebrew radio host. And she will be tomorrow with you with Shabbat Shalom show as well. Maria Meliu, my love, my manager, my supporter. Good morning, good evening from Cyprus. We have Cyprus here.
Wonderful.
You ever been to Greece or Cyprus,
I haven't.
Caitlin?
I'd love to, though. I never have been.
Where have you ever been outside the States, like in Europe and
Oh,
stuff?
yeah. Actually, my husband's English. So we're back over in
Oh.
England. We try to go once a year.
I want to be honest with you. You looked European.
I'm very German. My heritage
Wow.
is that's Kuhwald is German. And it means cow forest.
Oh, that's why Kuhwald. Because it's not American. Your last name. It's German.
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow. You know any German?
No.
No.
I know how to say cow forest.
I know what is the thank you? Oh my God, and I forgot it. I know I love you. Ich liebe dich. It's so beautiful. I love this as well. Oh my God. Happy to see you, Liat said to us. Thank you so much. Happy to see you as well, Liat Mu. And I have a little bit more listeners here and watchers as well. Let me see more. Ronit is here. Kalimera, Ronit Mu, Yorgos, George, Dimitris, and Brain as well. Hi, how are you guys? Lots of kisses.
Girl isn't me. Am I coming out of left field?
First of all, I want to say I love your style so much.
Oh, thanks.
Your style is your art. This is what I feel.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And the tattoos, I love them so much, Caitlin. When did you start everything? How the paint came to your life? I want to start with this.
Forever. I've
Since
always
you
been
were
an
a
artist.
kid?
Yeah. And I was really lucky. I grew up in San Diego, and there were 2 different art schools I went to just for like as a young kid. So my whole life I've been making art, and then I went to college for illustration. So from the very beginning, that's always what I wanted to do.
Wow. So it was a college specifically about illustration?
Oh, art college, but I got my degree in illustration.
Wow.
Yeah. Up in San Francisco, actually. So hi, San Francisco.
Hello, San Francisco. And also Caitlin, she's from San Diego. So we love San Diego. San Diego is so beautiful and peaceful. Has a lot of, even though they don't have a lot of distance with LA, they are totally different.
So different. Yeah.
I mean, the energy
Mhm.
for some reason.
It's chill.
Yeah. And since you were a kid, so how it started? I mean, your mom gave you a pen and paper, and you started. How did you
I
remember
don't
anything?
even remember. I mean,
an-
because I've always done it.
Any moment that it was more vivid than the other moments that you remember that you did something and you kind of admire yourself, or your teacher might told you, "Wow, Caitlin, you should be an artist, an illustrator."
Oh, yeah, I have a few. I remember in the summers when I didn't have school that I would spend hours just sitting at my desk drawing from when I was really little all the way through high school. And hours would just go by and I wouldn't notice that the day was over.
Wow.
And that kind of flow is just it's such a precious thing. And then I was really lucky to have a lot of mentors throughout my life. And even in 5th grade, which is, I think, 10 years old, I had a teacher who gave me some books on art just because she saw how much I loved it and how important it was to me. And to have encouragement, it's so important from that early age to have someone say, I see this, I see that you do this and you're good at this and I want to encourage it. And I had that a few more times throughout my life, all the way through college. And I couldn't have done
Yes,
it without that.
you had people that they saw the
Yeah.
real you.
Hmm.
And this is so beautiful because if you have support from a young age, it makes you want to do more about it.
Hmm.
And it's so beautiful because especially what you said, that you spend hours without realizing it.
Yeah.
And it's the same with me and music. So I totally, artists could understand this because when they love something and they're creating, they're kind of in a different world, in a
Yeah.
different, I don't know, not in this world, while we're creating for some reason.
Hmm.
And we don't realize when we finish and when our mind is back.
Yeah.
We're like, well,
Yeah.
how? Wow.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. So let's also explain, because I know a lot of listeners, they're not artists, they're not painters. What is illustration, Caitlin?
So illustration is art made for print mostly. So it's kind of the opposite of fine art in that in fine art, you create something, and then hopefully if you want someone to buy it, they might buy it after you've made it. So you're making something just from yourself or your own project. In illustration, someone says, this is a project I'm giving you. This is a source I want you to interpret through imagery. And then you make the artwork. So primarily what I do, I do children's books, I do DVD covers, I've worked for magazines. So places where your artwork is going to be accompanying some sort of source. So a magazine article, a movie, a book, something like that.
Wow.
Mhm.
So you creating something from the scratch, but you somebody else is giving you the idea, I suppose.
Yes. Mhm. And I love that. I think that's really what separates fine artists from illustrators is I don't like having a blank canvas. It terrifies me. I like having a problem that someone's given me to solve. I love
Wow.
it. So if I have the second...
It's like a therapy as well.
Oh, it is.
Well, the way you said it is like somebody that is a therapist and he's giving them a problem and they try to solve it for them.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and I find it to be, if I have constraints that I'm working within, I find it to be much more freeing than if I have none at all. And that's always been the way it has been for me. So when I work for myself and I do something on my own, I'm always giving myself my own projects as well. I almost give myself my own assignment.
Wow. And from what we see on the back, guys, you may see also Caitlin's website. And I took a look, Caitlin, and I didn't know exactly what illustration is because in Greek, the illustration is connected with some kind of not supernatural, but kind of a fantasy of a fantasy, like not real. A paint that is not just the face that I created and it's the same face that she has, for example. It's something that it doesn't make kind of sense once you see it, and it has a deeper meaning. So this is
so more abstract?
Yeah, kind of. And I saw that you have some paints that it's kind of like I want to know what's behind it. It makes me curious. So that's illustration at the same time. I mean, it's something that makes you curious to understand what's this all about.
Well, and also I think, let's say, so this piece, it was for a magazine article, and I hope that the illustration does is it helps the article that it goes with become more interesting.
Yeah, to support it.
Yeah, it supports it, but it also
Wow.
might bring out parts of it that you didn't notice, or it helps create a better understanding of the article that you're reading. And then the two things kind of work together, bringing out better parts of each other as this image sits next to the article that you're
Wow.
reading. Yeah.
So beautiful. But you said that you studied as illustrator, right?
Mhm, mhm.
But at the beginning, I mean, when you were young before studying it, you weren't an illustrator. You were painting, for
Mhm.
example.
Yeah.
But you were doing more.
I always did stuff that was almost like illustration. So
Oh,
I would do
wow.
drawings for children's books. I'd make my own drawings for children's books, or I'd write a little story and then do drawings to go with it. So I was already doing
Wow.
that, but I didn't know what illustration
Yes.
was until college.
So what was your first professional work that you did?
The first job I did was a piece that I'd already made, and it was a painting of myself. I used to have, well, I still kind of do, back problems, just pains in my back, and I drew a picture of, I was 19, so this is very 19-year-old. I said that I was growing wings out of my back. That's why it hurt so much. So I did a painting of the wings coming out of my back, and it was kind of gory and not like anything I do now, which is pretty funny. And a fashion show put on by Nylon magazine wanted to use it for the invitation to the fashion show.
Okay.
And they had asked me to add a sparkly shirt on it that was from the fashion show. So that felt like a great beginning. I didn't have anything that cool for a while after that, but it started really.
Wow. How it felt.
It felt great.
Looking at your own professional illustrator, your first one.
Oh, it felt amazing. And I was still in college. So it felt like I just shot right out of the cannon right from the get-go. It was great.
Wow. So my question is, let's say that, I mean, painting and being an art and art in general, it's a kind of therapy. You agree?
I do.
So if sometimes, let's say you're upset for something, or you're super happy of something and you're overexcited, or you're so upset that you want to take it out, are you doing something through art to make your therapy like?
Honestly, no. I've never been someone who makes something to get my emotions
I love
out.
this. Yes, I wanna hear it.
Yeah, I had friends in school who always did that, and they'd be upset and they'd make a painting.
Yeah.
And I've just never been like that. It's like therapy for me when I'm making it, and it helps me relax. And when I really get into that flow, it feels amazing. But it's never been something that was a go-to in order to make myself feel better. And I always think it's really interesting that so many artists, it is that. I don't know. Other things are for me, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna that was gonna be my next question. So what's the kind of therapy for you if it's not art, and what are you doing to take this out? Like screaming.
Yeah. Well, now I have a 2.5-year-old, so really it's just taking a nap.
Congratulations. Wow.
Yeah. So having a nap really helps. Just now it's really just being able to relax with my husband, watch a movie, and I'm finally, after a couple years where I wasn't really reading because I had a 2-year-old, I'm reading again, and I love reading. And actually, when I went to graduate school, I did a lot of illustrations based around some of my favorite novels. So just reading is a huge part of that for me.
That's true. Is your husband as well artist?
He's a writer.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the same kind of art.
Yeah. He hasn't been doing it as long. He's only kind of come to that in the past few years. As he works in advertising as for a day job, but he finally figured out what kind of creating he wanted to do. He did go to art school, but he never went to school for writing, and he started writing and he loves it.
Have you ever guys worked together? Like he wrote a book and you made
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
But
it's promising.
So. Yeah, well, we have ideas.
Can't wait.
We have ideas.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Kalimera, one more time to everybody. I see some messages here. I want to say a lot of messages, but I just want to say the names. Kalimera, good morning to Yannis from, where do you live? Yanni in Hermosa Beach, I remembered. Anna Kyriakos from Cyprus, Manos from Greece, Nondas from Greece, Maria from Cyprus, Hanan as well from Armenia. Hello, Armenian, how are you? We have a lot of support with Europe.
Wonderful.
I love them. That's so
great.
much. It's so beautiful. Let's play a song right now. Let's take some break. And we're still waiting for your messages, guys. So we will be back. In 2 minutes, we will be back, and I want right now to play a song, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. It's a beautiful cover from Lettuce of the song Calma, and I know that you will guys enjoy it.
Cuatro abrazos y un café. Apenas me desperté y al mirarte recordé que ya todo lo encontré. Tu mano en mi mano, de todo escapamos juntos, ver el sol caer. Vamos pa' la playa, pa' curarte el alma. Cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla. Todo el mar Caribe, viendo tu cintura. Tú le coqueteas, tú eres moscabulla y me gusta lento y contento. Cara al viento, lento y contento. Cara al viento. Y aprovecha que el sol está caliente y vamos a disfrutar el ambiente y vamos a meternos para el agua pa' que veas qué rico se siente y vámonos tropical por toda la costa chinchorreal. De chinchorro a chinchorro paramos para darnos una medalla bien fría para bajar la sequía. Un poco de Bob Marley y un trago de sangría pa' que te suelte poco a poquito, porque pa' vacilar no hay que salir de Puerto Rico. Y dale lento, dale un shot de coquito y como dice Fonsi, vamos a darle despacito pa' que te suelte poco a poquito, porque pa' vacilar no hay que salir de Puerto Rico. Vamos pa' la playa, pa' curarte el alma. Cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla. Todo el mar Caribe, viendo tu cintura. Tú le coqueteas, tú eres moscabulla y me gusta lento y contento. Cara al viento, lento y contento. Cara al viento. Calma mi vida con calma, que nada hace falta si estamos juntitos andando. Calma mi vida con calma, que nada hace falta si estamos juntitos. Vamos pa' la playa, pa' curarte el alma. Cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla. Todo el mar Caribe, viendo tu cintura. Tú le coqueteas, tú eres moscabulla. Vamos pa' la playa.
At the end of the show, I will take a picture with you.
Mhm.
Your whole outfit. You guys should see her shoes. They're amazing. She's an artist 100%. Who has it? Is anybody in your family that is running from the generation to generation?
well,
What are
both
you
my
doing?
Parents are artists. I mean, that's never been what they've done for a living, but they were always drawers, both of them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the same. Yeah, I mean, back then, being an artist, it's not something that will give you money, especially in Europe.
Well, and they were teachers, and I was also a teacher.
So cute, so
yeah.
beautiful.
Mhm.
And you've learned a lot from them, I suppose.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, my parents are amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all your family. And we're so happy to have you here. I want to say one more time, I have one message here from Satellite. Nice show, Allegri Hebrew Radio. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, I want Caitlin to feel comfortable, so we're not gonna look
No,
at
I
our
can't stare at my
faces.
face.
Don't worry, it's
making me-
beautiful. We're still having fun.
I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now.
I wanted to ask you, Caitlin. Going to the professional area of Europe, of being an illustrator, I mean, doing professional work. It started, you said your first was when you were 19, while you were at school.
Mm.
So after you finished, you started doing professionally, I suppose, right?
Mhm.
What was your biggest collaboration?
I think probably one of my biggest clients is the Criterion Collection, which is they re-release DVDs and Blu-rays of classic films and new films.
Oh, wow.
And I've done, I think, about 8 covers for them, which is just, I mean, I love film, and that's how I'm a part of the film industry. Is I get to make.
You see?
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. Is I get to make these DVD covers, and actually, if you go, that's one. If you click on that,
Oh wow.
it's so big, but so it's a Cary Grant film from 1937.
Oh wow.
So, and then this is a re-release of the film, and you can buy this special edition where you get this cover and there's fold-outs and all sorts of other illustrations inside that I got to do. And I just finished another one with them. I mean, it's been one of the most fun jobs. They keep
So
coming back to
beautiful.
me since I was a really new illustrator, and I've worked with them for years now. So, and I'm every time he asks me to do another one, I'm just like, it's always so
I
exciting.
can't wait.
Yeah.
What about children's book?
So I just started doing children's books.
This year?
Couple years ago.
Okay.
So I finished one last year it's a young reader book, and it's coming out in October. And then I am just wrapping up another one, my first picture book right now, that will come out in the spring.
What's the name?
This one's called V is for Voting, and it's about kids getting involved.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of progressive. It's pretty fun. Yeah.
And also, what about the other children book? It's you said it's going to be released in October. What's the name of the book?
It's such a long name. Okay, it's called Who Did It First? 50 Scientists, Artists, and Mathematicians Who Revolutionized the World.
Oh wow.
So it's 50 portraits of different really interesting people who did incredible stuff.
And if people are interested of buying those books, they can also find it in your Instagram, I suppose, while
Absolutely.
they will be released. And
Yeah, actually, there's a link in my Instagram site right at the top where you can pre-order the Who Did It First book already. Yeah.
You feel the difference while you're illustrating with or painting in general with about children's, something that is going to be sold to children's and something that is more for adults. I mean, you feel it inside while do you like it more, or it's something that it's balanced, or you like everything
I like
the
it
same?
more. And I think it's because, well, actually, I'll go back. So I started doing murals just a few years back. And for some reason, when I designed these murals, because it's for a children's play place and a parent co-working space, it's a really cool space here in LA. And when I designed that, I had so much fun designing it because I was like, well, it's for kids. I should have fun. And it made me realize, wait, I could have fun all the time doing this. Like, why all of a sudden am I allowing myself to have fun? And not like the stuff with more realistic portraits isn't fun. That is just more of you're trying really hard to make sure it looks like Cary Grant. You're trying really hard, right, to make sure that you're nailing that face. And that's its own thing. But honestly, if I could just draw with colors and shapes and sunshines and animals and stuff, I would love to do that. And since I started doing the murals, my kids' books, these 2 books coming out, are more like that. So I feel like it's given me the freedom to have more fun that I always should have been having, but it's allowed that to happen. And so I'm just so much happier with this work. It just feels like where I am right now. And it could also be because now I have a kid too.
I was gonna ask you this.
Yeah.
I think it happened while you had your kid
All
as well,
at the same
right?
time.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, it's all connected at the end.
Mhm.
Have you ever worked with Beyonce? I see Beyonce here.
It was for a magazine called Atlanta Magazine.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful.
Thank
Guys,
you.
this is Beyonce.
It
and
is.
Caitlyn did it. Wow.
That was a lot. I mean, doing her face is a lot of pressure. She's just so amazing looking. You're like, oh, gotta get it just right.
Oh my God. I wanted to ask you my next question. How can people also, if we have also a lot of Europeans listening to us and watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube Live podcasting, can they work from you from abroad?
Yeah, actually, I just did a job with an English client just a
cool.
couple months ago. Yeah, it's only just difficult because there's time change.
Yes.
It becomes a little bit challenging, but no, it's great. I love working with people abroad. There's always much more interesting or different kinds of jobs when I get to work internationally.
Yeah, and I think for painters, and it's if you go, I mean, the more places you visit, or especially in Europe, which they have history, I feel that you can get more ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I see it with a lot of painters that they were from Europe and they moved to America to make it happen and to work differently. Maybe in New York, I have a lot of painters, my friends, and I see that they are getting ideas. For example, being an illustrator, they're getting ideas from something from Europe and they're bringing it. I see that there is a lot of history everywhere, not just in Europe, also in San Diego as well, in Mexico, in Africa.
Yeah.
And I feel that paint, especially paint, is connecting all those nationalities, all those colors. And it's so amazing that you've been doing this for a living, doing something that you love.
Yeah.
For a
No, I feel
living.
so lucky. I feel so lucky. I mean, just it's hard to do. I actually was just filling out an interview the other day, and it was asking, what are the things you think that it takes to be an artist? And everybody always says talent, and I don't agree, because I think really it's persistence and hard work and the ability to keep going when you fail, because you will. And I used to teach for so long, and one of the biggest issues with the students was they would give up when it got hard. And the people who make it are the people who keep going. And I don't know why that's in me, but I've just kept going. I just keep making stuff. And then people start to pay attention because you're still there working your butt off.
That's so true. That's so true, because I totally agree with you. It's not just the talent. I mean, you have to work hard for it, be persistent, as you said.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I feel that you need a little bit of luck.
That's true.
I mean, with positive energy, you bring the luck to
I
you.
agree.
But at the same time, it's not that just the talent. And I used to tell this, especially at the beginning of last year of my show here at Allegri Hebrew Radio, that you have to be persistent, whatever you guys doing, but in your life in general, when you want something so much and you know that you got it, be persistent, work hard and believe in it.
Yeah.
And it's something that eventually will happen. And maybe it's not going to happen at the age of 20s. Maybe it's going to happen at 30s or 40s, sometimes 50s.
Yeah.
You never know.
I think that's the thing, especially when you're young and you're in your 20s and you think, well, this has to happen now. I have to do this now. And if I don't, it's not going to happen. And I think that's a big mistake, because there's no, it's not like nothing's happening in between your 20s and whenever you make it. You're still working, you're making good work, you're still moving forward, and you're getting better and better and better and better.
Exactly. Do you believe, as a painter in general or an illustrator especially, is it better nowadays for painters to work professionally? I mean, for if we compare it with 10 years ago, for example, 15 years ago.
It's hard to answer. I think it's definitely different, and there are some things that are better. Social networking has really changed it so much. The fact that there's Instagram and Twitter and just websites in general, even, and you can reach people so easily, which is really incredible. But I also think that some of the problems with that is you think that because you're getting all this feedback that maybe that will turn into something, and a lot of times it's not anything other than people just liking your image, and it doesn't, there's kind of like a false sense of validation.
Yeah.
But I think that it's a lot easier to get started now because of those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Before you had to, you had to send out all these mailers, and you had to go to New
there are
York
pros
and bring your
cons, I
portfolio.
think, at the same time. The good thing is that people can find you easily or easier than before.
Yeah.
The bad thing, I would say, is that there is a lot of competition now, because a lot of people you can find, like me, musicians, singers, songwriters like me, you can find thousands and thousands of them in Instagram. So it's a lot of competition, so you have to be persistent. So we're going back to what we said at the beginning.
Maybe it's just the same. Maybe nothing's changed.
Exactly. I mean, it's a circle, I think, at the end of the day. So the reason you moved from San Diego to Los Angeles was specifically for to work? I mean, you no?
Oh, well, I actually moved to San Francisco first to go to college.
Okay. I mean, you're working now in LA.
Yeah. So I went up to San Francisco to go to college, and then I went to Philadelphia for graduate school, and then I went back to San Francisco and taught there, and that's where I met my husband. And then we moved down to LA together, mostly just because we wanted to change. And I love San Francisco, but I think the kind of work that I do and the art that I love is so supported here in LA in a way that I don't think it is as much in San Francisco, at least not anymore. San Francisco's changed a lot, even in the amount of time that I lived there. And I feel like I'm surrounded by artists in a way here that I wasn't there. And they're all different kinds of artists. I have friends who are animators and character designers and screenwriters and musicians. And so that is just, there's such a wonderful creative energy in this city.
Do you believe that art here or working as an artist in general in LA it's more vivid or better than the other states?
I think so, because it's where people come to do it. People come here expecting to do creative work. So everybody's doing something, even if they're working in a different industry. They're probably doing something creative, and so you're just surrounded by it constantly. And yeah,
I would say that in my opinion that LA is kind of LA brings people from other states or other countries that they are really good at what they are doing.
Yeah.
And that people that they feel that they can't or they want to do more. Maybe, for example, I will say me as an example, not talking in general. When I was in Cyprus, I love my island. It's so beautiful. I mean, it's for Americans, an exotic place. For me, it's the place that it's my motherland. But while I was growing up and being singer-songwriter, I felt that I wanted to do more. I wanted to expand myself. And I was trying to talk with people, network with people. And I felt that they couldn't listen to me. Like hear me, what I was talking about, because they were like, they know this and they don't want to go on that way. They know only one way and they don't want to expand themselves. Because it's a small island. They're different than America. America gives more opportunities, I will say. So it makes me wanted to come to LA to do it. Because here I was more supportive. I found more support. And I feel that that's why LA has a lot of energy. That you said.
So much energy.
Of artists.
That is it. I think that's the word. It's energy. Everybody's moving. Everybody's trying stuff. Everybody is constantly has some kind of project going on. And that even in San Francisco, I felt it was more relaxed. And San Diego too. It's so relaxed. And it's easy to become complacent and not work as hard as I think you should in order to make yourself be able to do what you want to do. And being around other people who have that kind of energy here, it helps you. It pushes you.
What is if somebody asks you your opinion, if is it better? Let's say I'm a painter and somebody now is working as they are artist. What's your opinion? What's your advice that you're going to give to them if they want to come to Los Angeles as a painter, being a painter?
As a painter, that's hard. So I don't know what painters do, because the gallery world is its own thing.
It's huge.
And I'm not really connected to it. And the thing about illustration is we're all illustrators that sit in their studios at home and we just send stuff out and we don't have to go anywhere.
That's so good. That's so good.
But I mean, if there's a way to make community and to get involved in a community, I think that's the best way to do it. And because I try to make it here in the illustration world, which exists. There's all these illustrators who live and work here, work in the animation industry, who are just freelancers like me. And being surrounded by people who are doing the same thing that you're doing, it's like anything in LA, right? You need to make connections. But some people see that as a bad thing. Really, it's about community. And that's a great thing.
Yeah, exactly. What projects are you working right now, Caitlin?
Well, so I'm just wrapping up this children's book, the V is for Voting book. And then I'm going to be doing a new mural at Atwater Elementary, which is the Atwater Village Elementary School right by my house.
Wow.
Yeah, they're having all these different muralists come and do murals all over the school just to revitalize it.
Wow.
So I'm going to do a new mural for them, which hopefully I'll be starting really soon. I got to finish that up. And then what else am I doing? I'm working on a poster project. There's all these they're groups of people who ask illustrators to make posters for movies that they love. And they put money together to hire the illustrator and to pay for the screen printing costs. And then you get to make a kind of fantasy movie poster. So I'm working on one of those for one of those collectives of people for the Grand Budapest Hotel, the Wes Anderson film. So that's been fun because that's a
Wow.
great movie.
And how can people find you? How they can contact you if they want a project from you? If they want to collaborate with you?
My website, there's a contact section. There's email and phone number on my Instagram. It links to it. My Twitter does, everywhere. It's so easy now.
All right,
call
guys.
me,
So
email me.
yeah, you can click on Caitlin's website. I posted it on the description above, on our Facebook podcasting show and YouTube as well. Okay, I see messages here. While you click on her website, you should see the contact information, so you guys could contact with Caitlin and make it happen. What's your favorite one?
Right.
Do you have
favorite piece?
favorite project?
I wish I could show you the book that I'm working on now, because there we go. Click on that one. I made that when I was pregnant.
Oh,
that's me. Because that's what I felt like.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Right.
I mean, you're working with you could be a comedian as well. Let me think about it. Comedian illustrator.
Like a comic illustrator.
Wow.
No, I would love to do more stuff like this. This is really fun.
Yeah, it's so
nothing
beautiful.
like being
This is how I
miserable to
feel.
make you funny.
And that's important.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in general what women could feel sometimes when they look at themselves in the mirror.
It's fun
all
to
the
make
time.
fun of yourself.
Yeah,
It that's therapeutic.
that's therapy. I would
Absolutely.
say that.
This was therapeutic, making fun of myself and showing people, when you feel crappy, kind of showing everybody that,
But then
and
you
being
did
okay
it for
with
yourself, I suppose.
Oh yeah, that was just
So
for me.
you see,
You're
we
right. You
found
were right the whole
something.
time.
Oh my God, guys, so beautiful. We're having fun here. Thank you for your messages. Thank you, Yorgom, for your beautiful messages. George from Cyprus said, congratulations and good luck, Caitlin.
Thank you.
To,
Thank you.
everything that you're doing. Hello to Mikis, to Isabella, Kalomira, Michael, Carrie from Los Angeles, George, Christodoulos, Pandelitsa, Mario, and Andreas as well. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. Hi, Michali, my father, Michalis Meliou. Oh my God, I love you so much, Dad. Oh, so sweet.
so kind.
All right, guys. Now we're moving on. I want you to listen to this beautiful mashup cover. With it's a featuring with Michael Garza, the one that I did, Havana mashup. You should guys listen to it. It's so beautiful.
Havana, oh na na. Although my heart is in Havana, oh na na. You took me back to it still like that, na na na. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners, Havana. He didn't work out with the how you do it. He said there's a lot of girls I can do it. And I do it forever and day. And Papa said he's got Malo in him. He got me feeling like ooh. I knew it when I met him. I love him when I left him. Got me feeling like ooh. And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh no 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 no.
It's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. I hear you whisper in the words that melt everyone, but you stay so cool. My Monachita, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. You're my reason for reason, the step in my groove. And if you say this life ain't good enough, I would give my world to lift you up. I could change my life to better suit your mood, because you're so smooth. And it's just like the ocean, under the moon, and it's the same as the emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of loving that could be so smooth. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it.
You recall, long ago, we would walk on the sidewalk. Ain't no sun, remember? All we did was to care for each other. But the night was warm and we were cornered. All around, the wind blow, only hold on to let go. Blow kiss, fire gun, we will need someone to lean on. Blow kiss, fire gun, oh we needed somebody to lean on. Blow kiss, fire gun, oh we needed somebody to lean on. Blow kiss, fire gun, oh we need somebody to lean on.
And we are back. We were talking about here. I'm so excited that I have Caitlin with me, and I will say one more time, guys, follow her, find her on Instagram, on Facebook. On she said that she's not using Facebook that much, but she has a Facebook fan page.
I do. Maybe if people show up, I'll come back.
We have a message. Good luck on your Illustrator from
Thank
Satellite
you.
Streaming Server. Thank you so much for your nice work. Hello, Yanni. Yanni's from Cyprus. Thank you so much for your support. Hello, Pantelitsa and Sarah as well from California, and Yorgos. Oh, a lot of support, guys. Thank you so much for your support. One more time. If you guys tune right now to our show, this is our direction show. I have with me Caitlin. She's an amazing artist. She worked with she's doing amazing work. You guys should see her illustrations, her project on her website. Caitlin, one more time. Okay, I'll guess about it. Your last name. Kuhwald.
Yay!
Yay!
Good job.
Found it. Caitlin Kuhwald, ladies and gentlemen, you should find her information on her website as well. Oh my God, so beautiful. Tell me, Caitlin, do you have any connections with the Israeli community or Jewish community or Greek community?
Yeah, I had one really great one because the murals that I did, I think I finished them up at the very beginning of this year, is at Wiggle and Work, which is this co-working and play space for kids, and it is Israeli and Jewish owned. Amir and Naomi, they're fabulous, and they asked me to do this huge project. There's big murals on like 60-foot walls by 15 feet tall. So I was there for a really long time when they were building.
How
the
long?
space.
I mean, it definitely took you.
It took a year.
Wow. It was just you, or you had a team?
I had a team at the beginning, and then that was before the space opened because they were building the space while I was working on the murals. And then once it opened, it was just me. But I was coming. I once that happened, I could only come once a week, so it slowed down a bit. But it was quite an endeavor, and it's
wow.
I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud.
Is that's the one, right? Let me see. I have it here. All right, it's here. Come on, baby. Yay!
Yeah, you can see back up in there. But it went all the way around the whole space, and then there was 2 other rooms that I did as well. So it's an incredible space. It's kind of like a child's paradise. And up in that room, up in the top far right corner, there is a co-working space for parents who can work upstairs, and their kids get watched downstairs by childcare providers while they play. So you can go get work done. And there's hardly any spaces like that. And for me, working from home, I get to go there and work now, which is wonderful.
Wow.
It's a great space.
So they found you?
Well, I know Naomi. We used to go to the same gym together, and we met there. And then so we knew each other through there. Yeah.
Wow. And they loved it, I suppose.
Yeah. They're really happy with it.
And before you start drawing it, I suppose you gave them a pre image how it's going to look like.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
we talked about what they wanted and what she was thinking, and you can kind of see it here. It starts at the beginning. So because that's where the little kids play. When the space is open, there's an area for little babies and crawlers. And so I wanted it to be like seeds were being planted, and then flowers were growing, and then trees were growing, and then a whole forest had grown. So it was about growth and change. And then on the other side, it's all fantasy. There's unicorns and sea monsters and what else is there?
It makes you happy.
Pirate ships.
It
Yeah.
makes you feel positive. It's a beautiful energy when only looking at it. It's so beautiful, and all the colors. Wow! Congratulations! It's
Thank
amazing.
you.
It's amazing, Caitlin. It's
Thank you.
amazing. I want to before we finished. And also one last question. You said before that you might work with your husband in a project or something.
Yeah. Well, we want to turn the mural business into a project, and hopefully a business where we're making decals of mural decals based on some of this mural work that I've been doing. So we're in the preliminary stages of figuring out how we can do that, because it would be really nice to do this more regularly, but by myself it takes me too long. I am such a perfectionist. It takes me forever.
you feel grateful for what in your life?
My family.
Your family, huh? It's your inspiration.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching us. We will play a game. We have 5 minutes to go, and we'll play a beautiful game. I will ask Caitlin questions. It's 60 seconds questions, and she will answer them fast.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay, and I have to think about it, but I'm ready. I played this game. I played this game with Yanni last week. You should guys watch the show. Yanni's an amazing beach tennis player, and he is professional. He worked and he played internationally in many games. And beach tennis is something that is coming up and is promising. And we played this game, and it was so fun. He reminded me, let's do this game. Let's play this game. He was host. I wasn't the host last week. He was the one. It was amazing. All right. Let's play this game.
Okay.
Are you ready, Caitlin?
Yes.
All right.
I'm a rebel just for kicks. Yeah, your lovers and a bitch for my heart to eclipse now. Might be over now, but I feel it still.
3, 2, 1. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Blonde or brunette?
Brunette.
Oh, black or white?
Black.
Boy or girl?
Girl.
Smile or serious?
Smile.
Green or blue eyes?
Blue.
All right. Africa or China?
China.
Ooh, I was expecting more Africa.
I know. Actually, now I'm like, wait, no, because that's kind of my style. Like, right now, it's China. I got to stick to it.
Sea or mountain?
Sea.
Village or town?
Village.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I agree with this. And now I stuck. I think about it. Pants or skirt?
Pants.
Oh, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You liked it more? Wow. Greece or Italy?
Italy.
Oh! It was so beautiful, Caitlin.
Well, I've been there. I haven't been to Greece yet, so maybe that would change.
Oh my God. Caitlin, thank you so much for coming in our
Thank
show.
you.
We had
Thank you
fun.
so
How
much.
you're feeling?
Good. Very good.
And any last words you want to say to our listeners that they were watching us as well, listeners and watchers as well on Facebook?
Thank you so much for listening. It's so wonderful that you're all over the place. It's just fabulous.
Thank you so much for listening to our direction show. Thank you, Caitlin, for coming to
Thank
the
you.
LA Hip Radio
Thanks
station.
so much.
And hope you had fun. We wish you the best of luck. Seriously, I mean, we had so much fun. We see who you are.
Mhm.
You are real. You don't hide behind the curtains. You're real. You expose your heart, your life, and it's so beautiful. This is
Thank
art.
you.
This is being an artist. Sometimes it's hard,
Yes.
but it worth it.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. This
Thank
was our
you.
direction show. You should, if you guys just tune in to their direction show, you should guys watch the show. The show's still there in the Allegri Hebrew Radio, Facebook, and YouTube as well. And also, we'll post some clips. Our beautiful Michelle here, she's also posting on Instagram, so you could find it also on Instagram as well. Follow Caitlin, her Facebook, her Instagram, and Twitter, and website if you want to work with her, and also from abroad. And that's about it. And now, Caitlin, choose. You have to choose the song.
Oh, so much
Happy.
pressure.
Happy by Pentatonics, a beautiful cover of Farah cover,
Mhm.
and Billie Jean Michael Jackson cover. Which one?
Billie Jean.
All right, let's do it. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, guys, and weekend as well. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who will dance on the floor year round. She said, I am the one who will dance on the floor year round. She told me her name was Billie Jean as she caused a scene. Then every head turned with eyes that dreamed of being the one who dance on the floor year round. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do, yeah, cause the lie becomes the truth, yeah. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. She says I am the one, but the kid is not my son. For 40 days and for 40 nights, love was